everyone, it is Thursday, and I post a new draft video every Monday and Thursday, and we're doing more Dominaria, and we have a pretty easy first pick to say the least. Karn, Sign of Urza is one of the best cards in the set. He's not the kind of planeswalker that necessarily takes over a game, but he's the kind that wins you the game, and he can even do it from behind. And he's also worth a bunch. So, you know, a couple drafts ago, there was some controversy when I took a card over... Yavi Maya, the 6 mana thing with power and toughness equal number of lands in play in a graveyard, which is a great card, and I took a foil Weatherlight over it because it was worth a lot more, and I'd say it was like 85% as good. In this case, we are taking a card that happens to be worth a lot, but we would take it anyway. There's nothing in this pack that comes close. If we take the bomb out of this pack, though, the card that is easy first pick, what would I take? I think I would take Academy Journey Mage. I'm really into, cards that bounce things. I like the blue-red deck especially, but any blue deck's good with it. Then maybe after that, Baloth Gorger. But, yeah, we'll take Karn happily. We've gotten Mythics, Pack 1, Pick 1, 2 drafts in a row. Now, this is interesting to get really early. A Gilded Lotus. Oh, man, that makes me want to go deep and crazy here, especially because there's not like a premium removal spell in this pack. We do have Grow from the Ashes, which can enable some silly things, just like Gilded Lotus can. We have Academy Drake, which is good, and Spore Crown Thallid, which is good, but none of these things are incredible. Gilded Lotus has a really high ceiling, and the floor is that we just don't play it. And granted, most of these cards would probably make the cut, but they wouldn't be... like, other than the Drake and Grow from the Ashes. I mean, Deathbloom Thallid's good too, but I think I'm going to take the Lotus, see if we can make something happen here. So far, we're colorless. We could keep pushing ourselves in that direction, especially as we have another pack without anything that's really a standout. I mean, Call the Cavalry and Pegasus Courser are both pretty good. But I'm pretty tempted to take this Surveyor and just stay colorless here and just, between the Surveyor and the Lotus, we already have a pretty good amount of fixing, plus ramp, potentially. And Courser and Call the Cavalry are good, but I think I'm having fun here. Maybe the smart thing to do, not the fun thing to do, is to take the Courser or the Call the Cavalry. But we're taking the Surveyor. If any of these cards were premium removal, I would be all over them, but they haven't been yet. Okay, so here I think we have to take something that is colored, which is fine. Gideon's Reproach is a decent removal spell. I certainly wouldn't call it premium. Baloth Gorger, also a good card. I think it's, it's nice with Gilded Lotus too because of the ramp. Sergeant at Arms. All the cards with Kicker are nice because they can be things you ramp into late and things you just play early. But I probably just take the Reproach. It is removal after all. Yeah, I'll take the Reproach here. Also, it doesn't hurt that Karn likes artifacts. Okay. So, Grun is a card I think people are still severely overrating in this format just because of the huge numbers on him. I'm not saying he's bad, but some people think he's like this huge pack 1, pick 1 bomb. But I'm here to tell you I wouldn't even take him over Yavimaya Sapherd in this particular pack. I would take him after that, though. He's huge, and he's a nice finisher, but he has no evasion. If you can give it to him, he gets a lot better. And he has to attack alone to be at his best. And green in this format isn't often attacking alone. You can do it if you have to. I'm not saying he's bad again, but I know a lot of people think he's great, and he's just not that. He's just good. He's merely pretty good. I think we take the Sapherd here. I think it's the best card in this pack. Garna. Well, Garna's pretty good. Cyclops and Short Sword are both, the red in this pack's pretty nice. These two cards are both things that basically always make the cut in your deck, and they're still here. I mean, we're not that deep in the back, I guess, but I think I take one of them. Short Sword's fine, but I think I'll take the Cyclops here. Okay. So we do want to be playing artifacts, which makes a card like Serra Disciple or Cabal Paladin a little better than they'd usually be. But I think maybe I'll just take another Cyclops. Yeah. Ooh, I do like Get to Chronicler, although our deck right now isn't super well equipped to use it. Maybe we should just take Jousting Lance. Red's definitely open, though. For sure. These black cards are also things that basically always make the cut. I'm kind of leaning towards the Lance. I know it'll make the cut no matter what, and it's pretty good. Okay, so yes, red I think is where we need to be. Is what this pack is showing me. You know, all 4 of these are playable red cards. They're not all things you're excited to play, but they are all playable. Run Amok is pretty fun with the Cyclops because people sometimes double block him and hope to kill him, and then that happens. I think I like Bloodstone Goblin more than the Phoenix or Run Amok, though. I don't love any of those cards. You know, Sparring Construct is an artifact, but that's not enough of a reason to take it. It's just not very good. The Journey Mage is fine. Okay, now this is a bad pack. This card's not very good. It is an okay sideboard card, and I think that's why I'll take it because I don't like Demonic Vigor very much. I think it can make the cut sometimes, but these other cards not so much. But the First Eruption is at least an okay sideboard card. So what can we do with Artifact right now? Nothing super exciting. We can get another land. I think maybe I just take another Cyclops. You know, it's sad that we took Fixing early and then didn't really pay off, but red's very open. And other than that, I don't really know where we're headed here. I like, you know, our 4-drops look good. Probably don't want too many more of them, though we could certainly upgrade these. Seeing this late is really good news, though, I think. It does have Kicker, and you know, whether or not we play the Gilded Lotus will definitely be related to, like, how many cards. Like, if we have cards with Kicker, it gets way better. If we are trying to splash things, obviously it gets way better, but... Or any high curve thing. It doesn't have to be something with Kicker. I just mentioned cards with Kicker because there's just so many of them, and they're good. You know, you're not like forcing a crazy ramp deck and hoping it works out because they're good even if you can't kick them. Okay, well I think this is a pretty easy Grand Warlord Rada. She is a 4-drop, another one, but she's a really good one. Again, a Journey Mage is pretty good. Gideon's Reproach is fine. Joyrus Familiar might be pretty good in our deck, but yeah, I think Grand Warlord Rada is great, so she's who we'll take. So I don't think we want Joda. Come on, images load. Okay, Sheevan Fire is pretty great. I do like Cloud Reader Sphinx. I'm thinking I'm going to take Sheevan Fire, though. Like, Sphinx is definitely something that's worth splashing, I think, but there's a premium removal spell here, and I don't think we say no to that. And it's in the color that's, like, the most open, so that adds further... makes me even more interested in it. Okay, well, Marwyn also likes ramping. She does need elves to be helped. We do have one other elf right now. I mean, elves to be at her best. The Gorger's fine. I think it's just better. Obviously, it's just better than the Cyclops, so it's something we wouldn't mind picking up. But I'm sort of interested in Marwyn. She's pretty solid. I mean, I like Mammoth Spider too. I think I take Marwyn here. More elves could show up. Wow, that is a late Naru Meha. Unfortunately, it's not really worth, like, you know, we could try to play it, but there's not really any good reason to do so. How good is Ancient Animus in our deck? We do have 2 legendaries. We have 4 4s. It's not bad. Get to Chronicler right now. Can get back Sheevan Fire and maybe Gideon's Reproach. Fungal Infection's fine. I think I'm leaning towards Ancient Animus. Nothing here that really makes me want to stretch into another color, even though we can do it without much effort with Gilded Lotus. So, yeah, let's take the Animus. Okay, here's another elf, and it also helps us splash if we need to. So far, we haven't seen a lot of good reason to do so. Another Cloud Reader Sphinx is worth splashing. And I would think about it if this pack didn't already have, like, a decent card in it for us, which it wouldn't if this wasn't here, really, because I don't really want Orcish Vandal or, yeah. Cloud Reader Sphinx probably is the best card in this pack, but I think I take the Envoy. since we're already in green, and we already have a little bit of a reason to play elves. Okay, so Karnstein Portal Sundering. We do have 2 legendaries, 3 actually, because of Karn. It's kind of tempting. The problem is it's double blue, and the only way it'll ever happen is if we get Gilded Lotus or Llanowar Envoy, or etc. I think we just take another Envoy here. It's better than the red cards in the pack. Another Llanowar Envoy, but Saphir's definitely better. I do like Broken Bond, but I like Saphir more. I'm going to be pretty disappointed if we, okay, maybe we splash Garna. We don't have any like super awesome synergies with it, but I think we splash Garna, and we could do it even without Gilded Lotus. Like Corrosive Ooze is fine, but Garna seems good enough to splash to me. Right now, I would say we are not actually playing our Gilded Lotus, which is kind of sad. Lingering Phantom's not the worst thing to splash. It's not the best thing either, though. Warcaller, yeah, I think Run Amok is the best card here for us. The white card there was fine, but... So, even though it's off color, I'm thinking I might take Invoke the Divine for my sideboard, because it's not that off color if we have Skittering Surveyor and Gilded Lotus, and we desperately need a card like it. Okay. See, what you hope when you pick up something like Gilded Lotus early is that you open up something crazy that's like so awesome to splash. And we haven't really done that. Or something crazy to ramp into. We haven't really done that either. So this is where we're looking at. Okay. Cast Down's good. If we want to be splashed in black, that gives us another black card. Yeah, we have a bunch of ramp and not much to do with it. I mean, there's stuff to do with it, but we would like to pick up some more kicker, ideally, I think, as I've mentioned. This pack's not really giving it to us. Keldon Raider's good. It does some, if you have 9 mana, you can do some funny things with Garna. Windgrace Acolyte's fun with Garna, but I think Cast Down's just our pick here. We could think about the Familiar, but Cast Down's great. And between the Surveyor, the Gilded Lotus, and the 2 Llanowar Envoys, I think we can play it just fine. Okay, so Baloth Gorger is the kind of droid I'm looking for here. The Flame of Keld, and not so much. Firefist Adept can be good, but yeah, I think we want the Gorger. It's good to ramp into, it's good to play early, and that's exactly what we want. Too bad Kamal's Druidic Vow isn't like actually good. It was my spoiler card. Well, it is a cool card. I had fun spoiling it, but not so good in limited. So Primordial Worm does give us something to ramp into, and we do have Rampage. So maybe I want it. I mean, Warcry Phoenix is okay, but nothing I'm excited about. I think we take the Worm. There's some other stuff we could splash here, like Danitha, but it's not really worth it. It doesn't do enough for me. So Gideon's Reproach is not something we need at all. And I think right now this is basically our deck. It's funny that we took 3 colorless cards in a row, and since then we picked up 1 artifact. But I think our deck looks pretty good. I mean, Splash in Black. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on over, Jaya's Immolating Inferno. Yeah, I mean, we got to take it. We have 3 legendary creatures and a legendary Planeswalker, and it's insane. So it is kind of sad that this pack also has Baloth Gorger and Fiery Intervention, which are both cards I'd be happy to get. But we're going to take the Immolating Inferno here. That really gives us a reason to play Gilded Lotus, too. I mean, an additional reason. Yeah, right now, I think it would make the cut. I'd probably cut, like... I don't know. Bloodstone Goblin, Run Amok. Probably the Journey Mage, actually, is our worst card right now. It just doesn't... It doesn't do anything. I mean, a 3-mana 3/2, I think these 3-mana 3/2s are way better, and this 3-mana 2/2 is way better, and this 3-mana 3/1 is way better. So, yeah. So we do have a little bit of an incentive to pick up some more legendaries if we can. Ooh. Well, that just sort of fell into our lap, didn't it? Well, kind of wish we had more fixing now, which is crazy to say given what we have, but I think you got to take Daragaz. Probably cut the worm for it. I mean, we're already splashing black, and red and green are our base colors, so I think it's very doable. If we can get some crazy Gilded Lotus or Marwyn things going, we can play it so early. Again, I'm sad to see Baloth Gorger here. Whisper would actually be kind of interesting, but we definitely take Daragaz here. Gives us yet another legendary creature, too, which is nice. Judge's Familiars doesn't feel like it does enough for us. This sort of is fixing, and when we're going potentially as deep as we are, I'm actually considering it. It's really, really terrible fixing. I think it's, again, a card people are overrating. But it is fixing. If I were going 4-color, I think I'd think about it a little more. But what am I going to take here, though? Like, Joyous Familiar is not going to be good in our deck. Lawn of War Scout's not going to make the cut. I'm going to take the Compass. I'm going to do it. It's probably not going to make it into our deck, but I think it had a better chance than many of those things. Wow, that is a late Wizard's Lightning that we will happily take. Now I kind of wish I could get to Chronicler. Another Sapherd. This is the kind of thing that could have been really fun with Gilded Lotus, but we're too far in another direction. We will take another Sapherd. So we're playing 3 black cards with Gilded Lotus, Skittering Surveyor, 2 Lawnor Envoys, plus we'll run 1 Swamp. It's a little scary. Can we pick up some more fixing somewhere? Again, I guess we do have Navigator's Compass, but I still don't think I want it yet. Corrosive Ooze. Perfectly fine. Do I want it more than a short sword? Yeah, probably. I'll stick it here for now. All these red cards, like, this guy is so good, but there's too much good removal in the set, and he's ended up being a little bit of a disappointment. But yeah, he can take over games. I think we take another Overseer here. Yeah. You don't really do anything, neither do you, but whatever. Might want to side in a 2-drop or a combat trick. So we have some stuff to cut. Another Compass. I mean, we do have a little bit of extra incentive to play them because of Karn, but unfortunately we don't have anything else that pays us off for playing artifacts. If we did, I would think about it a little harder. But I do like the look of this thing. We have some very powerful cards. I mean, the trick is, can we cast them consistently? And obviously we have to cut a few things. Okay. So, the least impactful cards in our deck are probably like one of these 2-drops, either Bloodstone Goblin or Corrosive Ooze being one of these 2-drops. And maybe just Run Amok, which is a fine trick, but I don't know that we need to be in the market for tricks here. Again, it is nice with the Cyclopes, but... and yes, that is a plural. So, Corrosive Ooze, I mean, I think I like the Lance. How many cards of Kicker do we have? Is Bloodstone Goblin better than Corrosive Ooze? 1, 2, 3. Probably. It's probably better. And then Run Amok. Oh, we still have to cut one other card. Curses. I'm sort of tempted to try to cut like these silly splashes, but maybe that's the safe thing to do, but I'm not going to do it. This looks like too much fun. Maybe it's just Bloodstone Goblin. I mean, this isn't a format where you're desperate for these early drops at all. We do have a preponderance of 3s. We have a reasonable number of 4s, I think. I mean, I could cut a Cyclops. But, like... I don't know if I want to. Do I? Maybe. Would I rather have a 2-drop? I mean, I definitely have 2-drops to side into if I end up against someone who's going crazy fast. I think Ancient Animus is good in this deck. Good enough anyway. Is it? I mean, we definitely have to wait till turn 4, but once we get there, it's pretty good. So I think I'm cutting Bloodstone Goblin. Yeah, this looks like a good time. I mean, yeah, we got 2 Envoys, Gilded Lotus, Skittering Surveyor, and we're going to run 1 Swamp, which should be plenty. Definitely don't want to go 7-7-3. We're going to go down to 1, and then I think 8-8. Pretty reasonable. Yeah, this deck looks like fun. We may have been a little too greedy, but if I'm going to go down being too greedy, this is a fun way to do it. I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, we're going into our first match. We would like to play first. Maybe we actually want to draw first in this deck. I could see that being the right thing to do. I think this hand is a keep. I mean, you know, certainly not a great hand, but it's fine. We can kill an early creature if they play one, and then play out our big guy, which is pretty solid. I'm satisfied with it anyway. Our deck could run into trouble against decks that are super aggressive. This could be one of those, but there's no guaranteeing that it is. Okay, well that's nice, because it'll get us our Swamp, which means we can play Daragaz. Yeah, a Grow from the Ashes would have been nice in this deck. But, you know, that's okay. Okay, so it's probably a Wizard deck. If I had to guess. I don't really want to use Wizard's Lightning on that. I'd rather just play our Surveyor and grab our Swamp. So yeah, we'll do this, grab a Swamp, and end our turn. Okay, Skittering Surveyor of theirs. Ooh. Hello there. So do I play Karn here? I think I probably do. Start trying to build that card advantage. Yeah, let's do it. He starts with so much loyalty. So if I could make a token here and make it would be a 2/2, which isn't bad. Maybe that is what I should do here on this first turn with him. Yeah, let's do this first. Next turn we can like play the Cyclops and use Karn's +1, or play Wizard's Lightning and use Karn's +1. Should have played our Swamp so our opponent didn't know one of the cards in our hand, but that's okay. So the downside is like this isn't going to stay a 2/2 if they kill my Surveyor. Yeah. Okay, Sheevan Fire. So I basically have to block this. Although I can let the 2 hit it, and that, yeah, I think we'll do that. Karn's loyalty drops to 1. Okay, so now we're going to +1. What are they going to give us here? Probably the Sap Herd, not Grand Warlord Rada. That's a good couple cards to hit with that. Okay. Oh, they gave us Rada. That's intriguing. I guess the Sap Herd would have done a better job of blocking. That's what they were thinking. And protecting Karn. Okay, so we have many options. I'm leaning towards playing this Cyclops. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm just in my turn there. Yeah. He blocks better, and Grand Warlord Rada can set up some silly things later. Okay, they have a 5/5 over there now. So I could use a -1 to get back my Sap Herd, but I don't think I really want to do that. I think I'm going to do this again. So we're getting close to Daragaz mana. What was the other card? Cast Down. Damn. Okay. All right. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. I think maybe I just play another Cyclops. Yeah, I think I just play another Cyclops here. Next turn, I think we probably -2 if Karn's still alive and get back Cast Down to kill our opponent's most problematic creature. I think that's the best plan we have. Okay, they're going to get back Sheevan Fire, but that still gives us another turn with Karn here. So, I can also play Daragaz Reincarnated. Instead of getting back Cast Down. Is that better? So 7 mana. So I can get back Cast Down and play. I think I actually want to get back Cast Down and play Grand Warlord Rada here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah. We can't play the Lotus and Grand Warlord Rada, or that is what I would do. I mean, we could get enough mana here if we tried hard enough. Do I want to try hard enough? We know they have Sheevan Fire to kill one of these big creatures. No, I don't think I attack. I think we're just trying to wait our opponent out. Okay, big flyer. We have an even bigger one, so. And what do we have in the Sap Herd? So we're going to do a +1 here. Marwyn, okay. So I think maybe we just go for it with Daragaz here and let Karn die now. Because Daragaz obviously can just end the game on his own very quickly. Karn's sort of done his job, so yeah, we'll attack with him. Add some red that we don't have anything to use it on, so. Okay, we get in for 7. They may have a way to kill Daragaz, but in blue and red, I guess the ice thingamajig would be good against Daragaz here. Where's Jaya's Immolating Inferno when you need it, you know? Bye-bye, Karn. You did a good job while you could, buddy. That's what I meant, like, when I drafted him. He doesn't just, like, win the game, but, you know, he did draw us, like, 1,000 cards. Okay. I think I'm going to attack with both Rampaging Cyclopes and Daragaz here, which will then give us enough mana for Wizard's Lightning. So if they want to double block one of these, they can go for it. Maybe attack with... Yeah, let's just attack with everybody. Get that mana. So yeah, we can use Wizard's Lightning depending on how they block. Sheevan Fire. Okay, yeah, we knew they had that, so that's no big shocker. I don't know what the last card in their hand is, but don't know how concerned about it I am. Okay, double block. So I think we just let that double block happen. We could use Wizard's Lightning, but it doesn't really... It doesn't matter. We can actually just use Wizard's Lightning to kill them too. So get in for 11 here. And then we'll go Wizard's Lightning their dome. All right, well, that deck seemed pretty great there. Our opponent is not a fast one, and that's good news. So I think we're fine. We did do really good. We were kind of lucky on our mana there. I don't think we drew... Oh, no, we did draw a Surveyor. Never mind. I was going to say, I think we just got it, but... Daragaz and Karn and Grand Warlord Rada is not an easy thing to beat for anybody. I could, though, see ourselves at some point, like if we play a really fast deck, like the first Eruption becomes a lot better in that case, and so do like our random 2-drops because we don't have any. The original Karn is actually my favorite Magic card, so it's pretty cool that he is back. And then by original Karn, I mean the one before Planeswalkers existed in Urza Saga. We're on the draw. We're gonna hit red mana, right? Yeah, we're fine. I think this is a keep, like for real. Like we're not on the draw. Maybe I should pay attention to that. Yeah, this format, and I think this deck would probably be happier on the draw most of the time. So maybe I should be doing that. Our opponent knows what kind of deck we have too. Okay, well we are gonna get red mana next turn. Although I may play the Sap Herd first. Though if I get red, I can play Grand Warlord Rada the next turn. So we'll see what we get here. Ooh. So there is kind of a problem with getting our mountain because we only have one swamp in our whole deck, right? And if we don't get it with Skittering Surveyor, we may not get it at all. And we're playing 3 black cards. Now, we'd also have Gilded Lotus and the 2 Filter Elves. So maybe it's worth it. It's probably worth it. Although there's a very good chance I just play Karn next turn. Yeah, let's play Yavimaya Sap Herd. Wait things out a little bit here. Okay, that is unblockable, which is not fun for Karn. Luckily, he has a ton of loyalty, so, but it does make it a little harder to do what we want to do here. Okay, so I think we just play Karn here and +1. Okay, Cyclops and Marwyn. Yeah, as I say, I think they give us the Cyclops. But I'm okay with that. we're getting closer and closer to having to grab that swamp. So if I play Skittering Surveyor and Jousting Lance next turn, I can make a 3/3 construct. It's not too bad. You are not unblockable, my friend. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we could use Sheevan Fire here. We're gonna do +1 first. Okay, the Envoy is a source of black. Yeah, they're not gonna give it to us though. So do we play our own Cyclops? I think we probably do. Ooh, yeah, that's good. That is good. So we're going to have to chump the Cyclops here to keep Karn rolling. And we will. No point in double blocking it there. Okay, so +1. Cast down or mountain. I'm kind of glad they gave us a land. We needed it. Maybe not as much as cast. We would have wanted cast down, but you know. So I think we play the Cyclops again. We have mana. We can Sheevan Fire the Journey Mage if we need to. Yeah, and we'll end our turn there. It's crazy. He has so much loyalty that like an unblockable 2 damage every turn still has not killed him. Well, that's not good. Okay. So we're probably going to have to Sheevan Fire the Journey Mage and block the Cyclops with Sapherd. I think that seems fine. Yeah. If we got really lucky there, they might have decided not to attack. But I think this is the right thing to do. Keeping Karn alive. Ooh. That's going to hurt. Okay, so +1. Maybe we should have gone for the cast down, huh? Llanowar Envoy. Okay, so yeah, Karn's basically dead because of Sorcerer's Wand. I'm gonna play Skittering Surveyor here. We're gonna get our swamp. Oh, what the? Huh? Where's our swamp? It's not in our graveyard. It's not in our hand. It's not in play. Oh, it was exiled. I'm smart. Oh, Karn. I don't think that's going to work out for us very well. Because you're going to die now. All right, so then we will play our Cyclops again. End our turn. Needed that swamp. Although we don't have any of our black cards, but you know, we do have Llanowar Envoy too, so that'll help. Yeah, the wand. That wand is not good news for us because we like to just sort of take things slow. Bye-bye, Karn. Bye-bye, swamp also. So we're almost to where we can kick this right now. That would hurt our opponent pretty badly, but I think I'd rather play Rampaging Cyclops and Llanowar Envoy here. So they're out of gas, but this can kill us quite quickly. The wand can. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Kelvin Overseer plan is going to look good soon. And it may steal us a win. So I think I play Rada here. And then I'm going to play Jousting Lance. So with Rada, I can use Ancient Animus to kill one of these, which is good news. But for now, we're just going to end our turn. So yeah, if we can steal a ramp, one of their Cyclopes and attack with everything, use Ancient Animus to kill the other Cyclops when we get the mana from Grand Warlord Rada. Oh, yeah. That is going to be pretty good. Let's see what they have, though. Man. I got... Yeah, that ruins our plans pretty thoroughly. Could use a Jaya's Immolating Inferno right about now. Okay, so... Kicked Baloth Gorger. Yeah. What? Oh, I didn't click the kick. Okay. We dropped to 13 here. Let's hope they draw nothing. Well, that looks a lot like nothing. We'll take the 1. Okay. Wonder what the 1 card in their hand is. But I think it's time we found out. I do kind of need to kill one of these Cyclopses, though. Poop. So if I steal one of these, attack with everything, they have 2 blockers. They'll block a 7 and a 4. And then they'll take 3, 7, 8. Yeah. You also have Jousting Lance in the mix, one way or another. I think I'm going to play the Sap Herd here. I'm going to play Jousting Lance and put it on... How about Llanowar Envoy? If we can just do a little bit of damage here, it'll make it a lot easier to win with our Overseer. All right, we're going to leave Ancient Animus up and end our turn. We go to 10. I think next turn's when we just have to go for it, and I think we got a good chance of it. Okay, well. This will still have counters on it, but it won't be able to attack, so... That does suck. They keep undoing our attempts to finish the game here. But I think we're still in pretty great shape. I don't know what they might have, but... Okay, we can leave 1 untapped. Cast this with Kicker. Steal their Cyclops. And attack with everything that can. Those deep freezes were brutal. But I think they might still be dead. I think they are, actually. I don't know what they have in their hand, though. That does make a difference. A bounce spell or something. No, they don't. Okay. Managed to power through those. Getting in for that 5 made a huge difference, so I'm glad they took it. All right, first match is ours. Hopefully we can win the next 2 as well. So do we want to draw first? I don't think so. Maybe after we see what our opponent has, we can think about it. This is a solid one. We can get our black mana. We've got early removal and early creatures as well. A little bit of ramp. Okay, they may be a really aggressive deck if they're playing a turn 1 sparring construct. And this may be the scenario where we think about siding some stuff in. Because sparring construct, like, you only play them if your deck's like crazy aggressive, or you have a lot of artifact synergy, basically. Artifact synergy it is. And yeah, this is a fast deck if their plan involves Relic Runner. It could be anyway. So we can block the Relic Runner right now. We can also kill it at some point, but I'd rather build my board. Yeah. So right now I'd say that our Flames of Keld would be pretty good because it kills all 3 of their creatures that are in play. Hello, Giants Immolating Inferno. So that makes playing Marwyn a little more interesting. I mean, I could use this to kill all 3 of their X1s next turn if Marwyn's in play. Actually, we could kill things with 2 toughness too if we have to. I think we do play Marwyn. Playing the Surveyor's tempting because we would like to hit another land, but she's sort of like another land, you know? So if they tap out here and all they have in play are X2s or smaller. Ooh. That's not an X2. That's bad news. That is really bad news. Okay. We don't have any way to kill that, I don't think, which is, well, again, not good news. Crap. Well, we can just try to get to 8 mana, but I don't think we have the time to do it. But hey, I think that's our best shot here. So right now we're at 5. It's not good. Still think Flames of Keld is probably worth siding in here. Oh, good. Luckily, nothing you have has double strike, but you played another thing that makes this unblockable, and you can attack me for 9. Okay. So I don't think there's any reason to show them we have Giants Immolating Inferno or anything else. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop to the might of Zahid and Relic Runner. We don't even have any of the like flying hate cards, which is a little painful. So is this a matchup? Well, I think we do. First Eruption is what I was talking about, incidentally. I think we do want the First Eruption. And we could think about bringing in like Corrosive Ooze or Bloodstone Goblins, so we have a little bit more of a way of protecting ourselves early. But so many of our opponent's creatures are evasive anyway that I don't think that's necessary. Because like we can't block them even with 2 drops. So what do we cut for this First Eruption? An Envoy maybe. I mean, we could cut some of our, you know, like higher curve because our opponent's so fast, but you know, if we get to where we can play Daragaz, that's just going to beat our opponent in most cases. Could cut Garna though. I don't really want to cut anything. our Lance. Could be the Lotus. That is one of our sources of black, though. So I think that maybe I'll cut a Rampaging Cyclops. Yeah, let's do that. I would like to play first. And that is a mulligan. Okay, this one's solid. We're going to put that on the bottom. We definitely want to play first against this opponent because their deck's fast enough as it is, you know. So we cut one of them and we still got the other two. So if they play something that can die to Sheevan Fire, such as Mesa Unicorn, yeah, I think we just kill it at the end of their turn. Okay, we got our Inferno again, but this time we don't have a legendary creature or Planeswalker yet. Okay, Ancient Animus plus Cyclops is pretty nice, and we've got that ready to go. Oh. That's interesting. I wonder if they probably have a Gideon's Reproach or something, but no, they're just going to take it. Works for me. We will play another Rampaging Cyclops. Try to just rampage our way to the win here with our two big guys. And it's looking like it might happen. They are color screwed, and well, maybe they are playing something here. No. Okay. Attack for 8. And I think we play our unkicked Baloth Gorger. Okay, they're going to seal away one of them. Maybe we want to bring in Invoke the Divine if we go to match 3. They have lots of artifacts and lots of enchantments. So that is a tempting thing. Okay, so we drop them to 12. And yeah, we'll play Unkicked Baloth Gorger. All right, yeah. Well, we won that one on color screw from our opponent. I'll take it. So yeah, Invoke the Divine does have a lot of targets. So we would have to cut one land. We would have to cut one of our mountains or forests, basically, put in a plains, and then cut something else to make room for Invoke the Divine. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to make our mana that much worse. Okay, this is another good one. We have a slow start, but things will get interesting real quick, hopefully. Yeah, there's that freaking Relic Runner. Okay, we end our turn. This guy's probably just going to start punching us in the face every turn. It's going to be awesome. I mean, he can do it this turn without being unblockable, too. Mesa Unicorn. That makes me want to play the Sap Herd more than our other options here. Since I need to make it unblockable, or I can trade a Sapperling for it. Yeah, I think I trade Sap Herd here for that. Okay, so wonder if they have a seal away. The reason I ask is because I'm thinking about playing Grand Warlord Rada and attacking with both my creatures. But the mana won't really do anything right this second, so maybe I should just play Marwyn instead. I could also play the Surveyor. Let's play Marwyn. And end our turn. Next turn now, if I play Grand Warlord Rada, we'll make a bunch of mana because this will also get bigger. Just a blink of an eye, okay. We do not want to see Zahid again, I can tell you that, but we're getting to the point where we might be seeing him. Okay. That is a large creature for us. Yeah, I mean, I could attack and use Wizard's Lightning to take it down the rest of the way. But that doesn't really seem worth it to me. I think I'm just going to play this Surveyor. Grab our swamp. And end our turn. Please don't play Zahid. Please don't play Zahid. Please don't play Zahid. Oh, good. It's just Teferi. Our opponent's deck's as ridiculous as ours is, unfortunately for us. They have, like, really powerful rares. Yeah. We're close to being able to steal the Guardian of Koilos, but we're not quite there. If we could, then we could kill Teferi, but as I said, we're not quite there. Seven mana is what we need, and that's not what we have. Okay, so I'm going to play Grand Warlord Rada. I mean, I think what our opponent's going to do is... You know, maybe I should just play Marwyn, actually. That way I can still use Wizard's Lightning if necessary. So do they put Marwyn into my library, or do they +1? I think they probably +1. Zahid probably. No. Academy Drake. Well, we can steal that to kill our opponent's Planeswalker, which I don't hate. Well, it won't kill it outright. It will with the help of Wizard's Lightning. Is that worth it? Probably. Problem is they're going to get that Drake back. I have to use the Wizard's Lightning now if that's what I want to do. I guess it's what I need to do here. Our deck is definitely weak against flyers. We didn't take spiders when we probably should have. We don't have Pierce the Sky. We don't have very many of our own flyers, so that's nice. Yeah. So we'll play Keldon Overseer. Steal their Academy Drake. And kill Teferi here. then we end our turn. Probably going to have to use Cast Down on the Drake on our next turn. We need our Inferno, basically. We can do so much damage with it right now between Grand Lord, Warlord Rada, and Marwyn. More flyers. What's that? What's the deal with that? Okay, so I'm going to play Rada here. So we could go a more aggressive route. We could decide to kill the Guardians of Koilos with Cast Down and then attack with everything. That is quite tempting. I think it's what I'm going to do. We're on a 2-turn clock, though, if we don't kill that Academy Drake. Yes, we are. And yeah, I mean, we'd get in for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'd get in for 10, but we'd also play the Sap Herd in our second main phase. We would put them in a place where they kind of have to block with their Drake. God. I mean, we're still on a pretty decent clock if Aether Glider is still alive. It's just not a 2-turn one. If we do kill the Guardians of Koilos, they're much less likely to want to be able to attack with their Drake. Man. Decisions. I think I'm going to go the aggressive route here. I mean, our deck does have so many outs that I guess a 5-turn... Now, we got to kill the Drake. We have to do it. I'm sorry. I don't want to, but it's what we're doing. Ah, crap. Okay, well, we did all that thinking for nothing. Okay, so... Player Sap Herd. Yeah, I think we're dead now. Barring drawing the Immolating Inferno, which we could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to as many targets as we want with. So that's what we have to draw, basically. Yeah, that drops us to 2, so... Gotta draw Jaya's Immolating Inferno. And we do not. Alright, well, our opponent's deck was sick. We didn't really put up a fight in either game. Oh, well, we did win one game when they were mana screwed, so at least we could do that. But, yeah, we didn't do great there, but maybe we can still finish 2-1. Alright, trying to go 2-1 here in our final match. We are 1-1 so far, obviously enough. So, yeah, I mean, our deck's sweet. This is a solid hand. Or, you know, we lost to a fast deck, which is not any huge surprise. That's not a good place for our deck to be against. Okay, well, this has something to do with our mana on turn 2, even if it is just playing the Lance. Yeah, I mean, we go... They're running Navigator's Compass. That might be a good sign. Or it can mean they're like a crazy 5-color good stuff deck, which is not a good thing in most cases. But sometimes, in most cases, it's almost like you're mulliganing if you play Navigator's Compass. But if your deck has a lot of artifact synergies, which it might, they're in blue-white just like our last opponent. So there may be some Relic runners about to run all over in my face. We're going to play the Sap Herd here. Try. They could have Syncopate or something. They do not. So we got the Animus with our 4/4 guys, which is always good. And they have nothing interesting. They may have a Gideon's Reproach or something. I'm going to attack with both of these and then play the Cyclops. Takes them back down to 20. And we'll see if this Cyclops resolves. Does. Okay, yeah, that probably bounces my Cyclops. Hello, Karn. Okay, so I think I'm going to attack with my Sapherd here. No, I'm not. Changed my mind. The question is whether or not I play Karn here or Rampaging Cyclops. I think maybe we play Karn. It's not easy for our opponent to pressure him right now, so I think we go with Karn. That was our real problem in our last match. We didn't see enough Karn. Killed an Overseer and Forest. We could use that Forest, so thank you. I mean, would the Overseer be better? Yeah, probably, but all right. End our turn. Right now he can make 2/2 constructs. It's not too bad if that's what he needs to do. Ooh. Well, we have a way to kill that. We're going to have to 2-for-1 ourselves to do it. We will trade for that. So, let's do this first, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're getting our envoy. So what we have to do is play the Cyclops and play Ancient Animus. What sucks is if we could have gotten Warlord Rada, we wouldn't have to 2-for-1 ourselves. But I think that's what we have to do. And we'd rather hold on to the Gorger. So we're going to play our Cyclops. While they're tapped out, I'm going to do Ancient Animus. And then I'll attack with our Sapperling. Boom. So, part of the reason he doesn't just like win you the game is he doesn't have a real ultimate. He does have one, but it's not like a back-breaking one like many of them are. Luckily, we can afford to 2-for-1 ourselves thanks to Karn, so it makes it a little easier. That is not good, though. Okay, so we're going to do this. Ooh, Daragaz. Well, might have to get him later. Oh, they did give us him. Man, good thing I have a Llanowar Envoy in my hand. Okay, so I think we play that Envoy because it can help us get black mana in the very near future. And then we play, do we play an unkicked Baloth Gorger? Or a Sapherd? I think I'm going to go with the Sapherd. So we can play Daragaz next turn with the Llanowar Envoy. And we will end our turn. It's a swamp. Do they have Cast Down? No, but they have Vicious Offering, which, okay. No Daragaz for me. I guess that's why they were willing to do it that way. All right, opponent decided to scoop Karn. I guess they felt like the Karn advantage, if you will, was going to add up. That was going to be a bad draw, though. Although we would have then +1 and stuff. So, nope, didn't look like this is a matchup where we want our first eruption or anything. The Gilded Lotus really hasn't done anything, which is a little disappointing. We've like never gotten it and then been like Daragaz on turn 6, or gotten it and then Jai's Immolating Inferno'd for like 10. I would, you know, that would be nice. We've never gotten it when we need black mana or something. Okay, this is a good one because we have Legendary Creature and Jai's Immolating Inferno, and we have removal. So I feel pretty good about those things. I do really wish we had ways to kill flyers or block them at least, because we don't really have those, but what are you going to do? Okay, so that's enough on the lands, I think, for a little bit. At least our opponent also isn't doing much. Hey, swamp. Okay, so we leave up mana for Wizard's Lightning. Plan on playing Grand Warlord Rada next turn. We probably have a counterspell for her, I mean, right? Let's find out. Or Seal Away, or there's a lot of things that could happen to Rada here. Blink of an eye. Okay, I'm down with that. Of all the options I mentioned, that one is the least frightening. Try this again. And it's also better for our Immolating Inferno if she stays alive. Okay, we don't have anything to do with that mana, but we do get in for 3. And we keep a legendary creature who can actually produce mana, so our Inferno could be nice. Deep Freeze, well, I've seen that before. Luckily, she's still a legendary creature, so, man. So, I mean, it kind of sucks to draw these lands, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, the more I draw, the more damage I can do. Right now, we can do 4 to 3 targets with the Inferno. Hey, Karn. Will this just trigger a Rage Quit? I don't know. Now they got a counterspell. Yep. They do. They may have brought that in just for Karn. End our turn. Okay, so we're going to kill him. Can't really let that stick around. So the kind of nice thing about Deep Freeze is our opponent's, and because I don't know we have the Inferno, is our opponent is not really inclined to get rid of our legendary creature. But yeah, we'll do this. Try to at least. Are they going to unwind again? No. Should we cast Jai's Immolating Inferno now? Opponent's tapped out. We know they can't counter it. We get to do 6 to 3 things. That'll drop them to 11 and kill both their creatures. The problem about waiting is maybe something does happen to Grand Warlord Rada, right? Or maybe they do hold on to a combat trick or a counterspell. But if I wait, I could also potentially kill something much more problematic. I think because she has Deep Freeze on her, I think I'm not going to cast it yet. That could end up biting me, especially because we know our opponent has some counter magic, but I think that's what we want to do for now. Crap. Okay, I think we can still afford to chill here. But chances are really good they have a counterspell now. Real good. So doing it, especially because they don't seem to be planning on adding to the board at all, which makes us look even dumber. Okay, so let's play this Gilded Lotus. See if we can draw out a counterspell with that. No. End our turn. We do have several ways to kill an Aven Sentry without Jaya's Immolating Inferno, but yeah, play something. There you go. We're going to try to Immolating Inferno here. Kind of play around Syncopate, I guess. Okay, so how much can we do right now? So 3, 8, 9. We can do 12. We're getting pretty close to it just being lethal. Hmm. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we gotta cast it now. I think. What we need to do though is leave up mana just in case they have a Syncopate here. So we have plenty of mana to do that and still kill these. So let's say they cast Syncopate, they can pay 5. So let's leave 5 untapped and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's still 7 damage. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to hit Tetsuko, Aven Sentry, and our opponent. We'll let them hold on to their thing. Their So, okay, that worked. Happy to say. We'll play our Surveyor here. Because we need more lands, that's what we need. So we killed the 2 creatures that were actual threats. We let them keep this because I think doing 7 to them was more valuable than killing a 1/3. Hey dude, bounce our Grand Warlord Rada. How does that sound? We get another land. We got, oh my god. How many lands do we need? Wish I could get to Chronicler would be awesome right now. We have 3 lands left in our library, and we're only halfway through it. That's a little wacky. Daragaz, please. Please give me Daragaz. Is it Daragaz? I guess he has 2 A's in his name, you know. Oh my god. Oh man. We got 1 land left in our library. So, I mean, that does mean they're also getting a little screwed over there. All right, well. Not a land, but also not something we actually want to cast right this second. We could have just waited to hit them for lethal with that Immolating Inferno. The way things went. Yeah, we're definitely killing that with Sheevan Fire. Ah, crap. They have another Unwind. Okay. Let's see how it is. That's exactly what I was hoping to draw. So Jousting Lands. We'll equip it to... I guess yeah, we'll do this. Because we're not planning on attacking anyway, and it blocks the creatures on the ground more effectively than the Surveyor can. So that Serra Angel is going to kill us soon if we don't get cast down, or... Bad news is we also showed them we had Jaya's Immolating Inferno. And we may not win even though we cast it. Ooh, now we're just dead next turn. Yeah. So giving them that information does suck because they're going to be less inclined to want to put Deep Freeze on a legendary creature. Yeah. Well. you draw half your lands in the first 20 cards of your library, granted we did cast this twice. It's hard to win. I mean, they were also getting flooded too, which is not as badly as us. Yeah, we didn't have that many ways left to kill that Sarah Angel. We had Ancient Animus cast down. That's basically it. And the Animus wouldn't have done it on that board. Do we want to draw first here? I think maybe we do. Our opponent's deck isn't exactly fast. I think I am going to draw first. Okay. Well, we could, I mean, we sort of have black mana, but we could really use actual black mana given our hand. So yeah, we can play the Envoy next turn, who will let us cast down if we need to. Hoping they don't even play a 3-drop. They don't. So feels like we did the right thing. Those freaking unwinds, man. Those are what unwound us between countering Karn and our removal spell. Oh yeah, we definitely try to play Karn here while they are tapped out. Also, it sets up Jai's Immolating Inferno. So let's attack with our Envoy. All right, drop them to 17. It's Karn time. You don't have mana. They're going to give us a forest. And they do. So this does open up Karn to taking 1, but I don't really care. It's not gonna matter a whole lot. Wow. Okay. People just scoop to Karn. I mean, he is really strong. I don't know if he's so strong you should scoop to him. I mean, I've managed to beat him before. I've also lost to him several times, but deck did fine in the end. I think this could have been a 3-0 deck, but we ran into an opponent who may have had an even more ridiculous one in our second match. See you guys in the next draft video.